Bonjour à tous, Grenoble Indian Film Festival, c'est Sonia Rano. Aujourd'hui, nous avons Ashika Srinivassan qui nous amène un film, un court-métrage qui est Better with Milk. Elle a fait son film de fin d'études, son master en septembre, et ce film, très original, fait partie de son film de fin d'études. Elle a fait d'autres courts-métrages également. Un de ses courts-métrages a été sélectionné par le Nikon Film Festival, qui est très connu en France, et a été encensé par le Sens Critique. Donc, nous avons hâte également de découvrir l'autre film. Bien qu'elle parle le français, nous voulons faire cette interview en anglais, mais vous trouverez les sous-titres en français pour cette interview. I'm switching to English, dear friends. Grenoble Indian Film Festival is welcoming Ashika Srinivassan, whose diploma film we have, which is an absolute wonder with the scale of what she's done. She's also done a short film before this that was selected at the Nikon Film Festival, which is very well known in France. And it was acclaimed by Sens Critique. So that's a good feather in her cap. We're going to get to know a little more about her and her film. I'm urging everyone to go see this film when the festival starts, because this is going to be the film that kicks off GIFF 2025. Hello, Ashika. We're delighted to have you with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, and to be part of this festival is so great, and we are all happy with my team. So thank you again.
It's such a big crew cast. The project was so elaborate. So how did you get into something like this? Because it's a short film and it's a diploma film. How did you choose something so elaborate and grand?
Thank you for that. So yes, I'm kind of really ambitious person. I always want to do the best, even though we are only students. It's not, I mean, we can do great things even though we don't have too many things with materials, etc., with crews. But first of all, we were a little crew in my class, 7 students, and then we asked professional to be part of this project, this amazing project. But we put all of our energy on it. We work on it for 1 year. And we are so happy to do that. And I think that even though we are students, we can make great things. So
you can see that it's over a year. I mean, you can see the prep work. So tell me about the place you shot. It's not shot in the UK, obviously. Where did you shoot this?
So it wasn't in Paris, but 1 hour near Paris. It was in a castle, Château de Valéry.
Wow.
So it was so great to work there because it's amazing. It's so beautiful. So when we visited, we were like, oh my God, this is a castle that we need for our short film, because the process of finding that kind of castle was so long and hard. We were so scared to not find that.
And then you need a budget to rent a castle. You're shooting in a
Yes.
castle.
Yeah, yes.
And so how did you manage that? Did you have to pay for that?
We pay for that, but I negotiate a lot with the property. So at the beginning, it was like 13,000 euros, but we had that for 2,000. So we had a great negotiation. So it was amazing to have that. And also for the money, we have a lot of donors for this movie. We also have some.
Did you go on to like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, or did you go on to a platform to ask for crowdfunding?
Yes, we have like a crowdfunding platform. So we ask our family, our friends to help us, because it was so important for us. And also it's difficult because we are students. People can be like, I don't know if I want to give you money because you are only a student. It will not be that amazing. So it's also about trusting
Absolutely.
And also I ask because I'm working in a publicity agency for cinema industry, but it's also a production society. So I asked my boss if they wanted to be part of this project, if they wanted to give me some money to help me, some donation, and they said yes, because they were amazed by the presentation, because I did a
Yes.
presentation, and they helped me. So I'm so grateful, and thank you again for them.
Such a beautiful project, and it's so good to see young filmmakers with their, you know, grads with so much skill in their projects, so such serious, mature work. Everybody in our team, whoever is seeing this, is like amazed.
Oh,
It's
really?
everybody's amazed, and I'm sure that everyone out there is also going to be, you know, surprised, amazed. So what's the journey been of this short film? When did you finish the film?
So we finished it on September. So last year, September 2024. We have our first screening for the end of the school year in MK de Bibliothèque Cinéma in Paris, with our group and teams, and also classmates. So it was really cool to see our work in big screen. It was amazing, and a lot of people were so happy to see that, and they like the film. So I was so happy, and also with my team, because I was scared, because it's a musical. It's not really
It is
popular.
a musical.
Yes,
It
it
is
is
a
a
musical.
musical. So I was so glad, so happy to see that people were, happy and like it. So
And
yes,
yours was the only film like this. Yours was the
yes,
only film that was a musical.
yes. It was the only musical film, because first of all, it's my favorite genre. It's my favorite kind of movies. Also because I'm Indian. I'm from South India, so I grew up with musical movies, Indian movies. So it was so important for me to show this kind of movies. And yes, I also want to thank my classmates. I can name them: Ella, Baptiste, Océane, Charlotte, Lubna, Lisgay, because they were so happy to follow me in this adventure. And without them, there is no movies, there is no film.
Absolutely. But we'll do a Zoom with the whole team one day.
Yes.
We'll have a
Okay.
chat to just understand how you all got together, and you
Yes.
know, because there's also ups and downs in films while you're shooting.
Yes.
Things don't go as you've planned. There's
Yes.
so much. So you make a musical as a diploma film. You've got such a big crew, and then you're putting out this crowdfunding. You're trying to get a chateau. You're trying to get and all these Bollywood dancers and all of that. But there's music. You've created a song. How did this happen?
Yes, so the producer Ella in my class was a producer, so she was looking for a music director, a musician, compositor, and she find Mayank Solanki. He is in India. I think he is in Bombay actually, and he is a compositor. So I talk about the project. I talk with him, and I told him what I wanted, because I was sure about what I wanted, what kind of
Mm,
music I wanted.
mm,
It was important for me to have something really dynamic, but also classic, you know.
mm.
So he was really, really happy to be part of this project, because the subject was really, he was really happy for this subject. And he creates something amazing, Jugnu, the music. Did you like the music?
It's fantastic. It's a proper, it's a Kollywood Bollywood song.
Yes, yes,
It's a proper song. I was
yes.
wondering who's done this, who's composed this. Uh, That's why I keep saying the scale of this short film. I have never ever seen. I mean, you know, this
Oh,
sort of a thing. except that when we go to La Cinef at Cannes, yes, we see musicals,
Yes.
we see very extraordinary projects. And I was thinking, oh my God, she should have sent this to Cannes Cinef, you know?
I don't
And
know
I
if
was just,
I can.
because yes, these are diploma films. This could
Okay.
have qualified for Cannes Cinef.
Okay.
But
We were
if we
gonna
should
talk
have
about
known,
it.
met before.
Yes. But I don't know.
But don't worry, don't worry. Now that you're part of Grenoble Indian Film Festival, we can guide you through other things and you know, continue. You're part of the family now.
Thank
So
you. I'm
so
so
no,
happy.
it's good. We would love to share the song. We'd love to just share that part, you know,
Yeah.
just the song, with your authorization, if that is possible, before the festival. You in any case let me know on WhatsApp if you agree to that. But I'm just coming back to your short film.
Yeah.
Now, under all these layers of different things, it's a period drama
Yes.
which happens in 1946. So this is before the Indian independence. So you're not only a musical, but large scale. You got chateaus, and then you're choosing a period drama,
Yes.
which complicates things, you know, even further, because this itself means that you had to, you know, find um, um, actors who were British and all of that in Paris. Was it difficult? Because I've seen on your Instagram, these are actors, these are actresses.
Yes. So, of course, it was another challenge to find English actresses. First of all, for a British actress, it was really, really important to have the British accent. You know, it
Right.
was so
Right.
important. So it was kind of difficult because we didn't have that much choices, but we were so lucky to have Meg and June because they
Hmm.
are so talented and also they are so cool, so nice in on camera, um, and they have this accent. So
Hmm.
we were so happy. But also with the Indian actresses, I was so sad to see that there was not that much Indian actress in France. We went
Hmm.
to casting.
Hmm.
We had maybe five, six actresses, but not all of them were Indian, you know. And for me, as a Tamil girl, it was important for me to put on spotlight a woman with dark skin, Indian dark
Hmm.
skin, because
Hmm.
we never see them on cinema.
Hmm.
Also in India, we always talk about Bollywood, but there is
Hmm.
not only Bollywood in India. There is so many industry in South, for example, but we always show a light skin woman.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I don't know if you agree with me, but it's so important to represent them,
Absolutely.
to show the diversity. You are from South India also?
I'm from the north. I'm
Okay.
from the north, but I obviously love Kollywood, no Telugu cinema or Tamil or Malayali cinema because of all this mix. And the reason we became Indian cinema events is that
Yeah.
we know the Bengali schools, we're following the Bengali filmmakers. There's Satyajit Ray, but there's also people from the south. There's people, you know, there's the Marathi cinema. There's Sarah that went to Berlin Film Festival is a proper Marathi film, and it just you know, and then Bahubali is from, you know, this is the Telugu industry, and people do not know anything about this. But I do believe, working 20 years in cinema at Cannes, what I get to see and what we promoted was that with Devdas obviously coming in official selection, first musical, people did not agree. The
Mm,
directors, critics did not agree on Devdas, the selection. So it
yes.
was a, you know, polemic kind of a situation. And it was a good thing for us because it was the first musical from India. So that was difficult, but we are Indian cinema events. We're not Bollywood events. We chose that. Now, I must say what's good and important and has been important for the cinema, commercial cinema industry in India to put spotlight. Aishwarya was in the jury in 2003 when we set up India Pavilion. She was in the jury, getting huge spotlight. 1 year before, she had been 2002 with Devdas world premiere. Now that industry was never known in Cannes, ever. The musicals were never known. So we were bringing something new, the sort of films that only were at Cannes and had been at Cannes for decades were parallel cinema, art house cinema, indie films. And here came in 2002 something which was commercial, but also musical. And from then onwards, even in Cine Classics, we've had a few films here and there. Shakers, filmed also on Indian musicals. So it's been interesting for people to discover and say, okay, this is not banned. This is accepted. It is even liked. And then we saw RRR, the
Yes.
Oscar nomination, and the world discovering RRR. These films from the South and from these industries are so important because they're carrying all of this. So we promoted Dhanush at Cannes for Extraordinary Journey of the Fakir, but also Kamal Hassan, NFTs, also Rocketry world premiere with Madhavan. These are actors that we love. We want our people to discover. But let me tell you the truth, and I must say this as a professional working with cinema. My experience has been the industry that promoted itself best is Bollywood. And first, everyone else has come after that. They have looked at Bollywood and how they showcase themselves, how they promote themselves, how they go out to festivals, how they've created their distribution network and the whole ecosystem. And everyone is now trying to come to that. And I think this was essential. Before this, the South industries did not feel important that they do the photo shoots, that they're part of the magazines, that they look at fashion, that they, promote themselves in a proper way, like everybody else around the world. Now it's coming after, I think Bahubali really created something. A few of these, there's more films, obviously. But what also created this is that you've got the films like, the remakes. Yes. Then you've got also the films where you have an actor from the North and an actress from the South. All of this is very good positive energy, mixing, getting North and South to meet and watch the films. So I've taken a little bit of time of your time in this interview, but just to say that, because it's super important that we say that all of this needs promotion.
Yes, I agree. I totally agree. And I think that we are in the time now to promote all India culture, all industry in India, also Kollywood, also Telugu industry. And of course, I love Bollywood industry. I love movies. So I wouldn't down this short film because it was so nice to mix up the two culture, to put Tamil, to put Hindi, to put English. It was so nice to work with different kind of languages.
It's complex. You worked with like many languages in your film.
Yes.
Very interesting. This too is such an interesting aspect. Okay, and it's a period drama at the time of the British. That were just before the independence, and so this period was a period of tension, and that context is so important. And Ashika, look at the coincidence. We take your film,
Yes.
but we're also showing Lagan.
Okay. Yes.
So British.
Yes.
British, pre-independence, and your short film, pre-independence. Very interesting. So we decided that this went well together. It was a theme that was present this year. It's good.
Yes, it's a really nice program.
It's short. We don't have too many films, but we wanted, and Santosh is something also we wanted people to discover. Tell me, what are your projects right now? What's the journey being of this film? Where is it going elsewhere? What is happening?
So it was our first selection with GIFF. So we were so happy. I was really happy because it's an Indian festival, promoting Indian festival.
Yes.
So it was kind of cool because it's an Indian short film. And we have our second selection in Italy. So we are so happy to share that
Lovely.
with you.
Very good.
And
Very good.
I'm hoping for more and more selections around the world, maybe, I don't know. But for the moment, we have 2 selections. And in January, we had a screening. We did the first part of a movie in a cinema. So that was an amazing experience also.
When we're doing these films, these short films, we at the beginning when he created GIFF, we did not have short films. GIFF started showing short films when COVID came
Okay.
for the first time. In 2020, we said, oh, we need to do our shorts on YouTube.
Okay.
Precisely on YouTube. We would love to do a proper legal official partnership with YouTube, and we're trying to do that. So that we have the backing. Maybe in the coming years we'll have a prize. We're trying to work on that. But
Yes.
the idea is that anywhere in the world, people get to see your film. Anywhere in the world for that period of time, they get to see the film. Sometimes filmmakers tell us, oh, leave my film during the festival. Sometimes they're not allowed, etc. But for us, it's such an important thing that anywhere in the world, anybody can, discover your film. So it's very important. It's good to, have it up there on YouTube for us. In a hall, in a festival, you are deciding to not allow everybody to see the film. We've also had short films up on screen in halls. It has happened, but we still believe that we want our filmmaker friends also in Delhi, Mumbai, in Kolkata to say, hey, you know what, I saw this film and I really liked it. And for us to have that energy so that all of you meet and network together also. So we've got networks where we have the filmmakers, we've got producers, we've got actors, we've got, a couple of hundreds of people on WhatsApp, but also on LinkedIn and all of that, so that we can share. And when someone has something to show, we all contribute to promote that, And it's so important also the feeling for actors, your crew and your cast to feel this film is also my film.
Yes.
I need to share it. Even if they don't see their names immediately, it's to write to us Instagram and say, hey, I was part of this film. Can you tag me? Can you write my name? And us too. We're going to, put down obviously the cast and crew and all of that, because it's very important. It's very, very important that people feel they were part of this community, but maybe we'll also work with them in the coming years. The DOPs, the assistant directors, the sound engineers. So all of this, sometimes we know filmmakers who work with the same people.
Yes.
And it's a good energy. You know each other, you know how they work, they know how you work. So all of this is really important. And after the masters, you're waiting for projects, you're thinking of new ideas. Are you writing a feature?
So actually, I'm working in an agency, publicity agency, but also working on my personal project because my goal, my purpose is to become a director. I'm a director, but as a professional, and also writer. So I'm actually working on a short film, but also on the film. I already write the scenarios, so I'm just looking for producers to see me and to to trust me and to give me the chance to do that, to do my movies. But I'm really ambitious. I want to work hard to realize this dream because it's my dream. And yes, I will continue as hard as possible.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I would just say to you that obviously you're going to be a producer also on your film. Okay. And you're lucky because France is a good place to be a producer. Truly, in every sense of the word, with the CNC, with all the production companies, with all the possibilities with festivals, with funds, with all sorts of things. Whereas in India, you do not always have this. You have lots of festivals, but the funds are still difficult for people to find. Plus, in France, you've got so many companies co-producing with other people, other countries and stuff. So it's a very good, beautiful network that France has to offer. So we wish you luck. We thank you immensely for giving us your short film. And we look forward to meeting you someday soon.
Yes, I hope. And just before to let you go, I just want to thank all my team, the technicians, director of photography, assistant camera, steady camera director, etc. All the team, sign designer, because it's so important, because we always said that it's the movie of the director, but it's the movie of teamwork, of a big team, and also the dancer, the actor, actress, obviously, that did an amazing work. And yes, it's important to thank everyone. So thank you so much.
Wonderful. Well, I'm really looking forward to people discovering this film. Thanks again. And let's stay in touch. Hein?
Yes, of course.
Bonne chance. Merci beaucoup. Hein?
Merci beaucoup.